Yep. And I would say your best deals to even highlight that further is anything that's off market. So anything that's not being currently marketed is typically going to trade at a lower price than maybe once a broker gets a hold of it, and then decides they're going to do a market study, and then they decide that they want to tell the owner that the owner, has to sell for X price, and then they're going to say, well, they're going to build their cut into that deal and everything else, and suddenly a $1 million acquisition just turned into $1.3 million acquisition, and you're like, oh. It's not as sweet. So if you can find it before all that nonsense occurs and make it, and I made it easy on this seller. I just said, hey man, I'll give you cash. We'll close anytime. He's like, okay. And that was the end of it. We had a business broker. He's like, look, I'm not an attorney, but here we're going to sign papers. Okay, done. And we never, and we all, it was great. It's easy. So that's it, man. That's where I'd start.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just think that's, such great advice and removing the friction too. I mean, that's, removing the friction and, going back to your point, I tell my coaching clients all the time, like, if you can find it on the couch in your underwear, then anybody else can find it too. So a lot of people, when they're looking at laundromats, they jump onto BizBin, BizBuySell or whatever. And I'm not saying you can't find a good deal there or you can't find a deal you can make into a good deal there, but it's going to be a lot harder digging. And you're going to have to be a lot more creative than everybody else because Joe Schmo is, sitting down the road on the couch, watching TV in his underwear and browsing the internet just like you. And so if you want a good deal, you got to go find it off market. One way or another, either have a broker bring it to you or go find it yourself or whatever.
Yep. It's door knocking, man. That's the only way that you'll really find the sweet deals.